is with them through all this. So just want to make sure started with that. With this weekend, again, fun weekend for us to get our hands on our players. A lot of young men that are walking in this room for the first time and walking in this building for the first time and going out there to practice, just finished a walkthrough. So a lot coming at them. They're drinking through the fire hose, but they're doing a nice job, and their coaches are doing a nice job. We'll have 3 practices over the course of these 3 days. Walk through today, walk through tomorrow. We'll hold some guys out being cautious with injuries. Avion Terrell, Antonio Thompson, we'll hold them out, but all normal stuff that we're working through from medical standpoint. And part of that is just want to be smart. We don't play till September. These guys are just getting back into football and those type of things. So excited about the work that we'll be able to get. And that work includes all the work in the meeting rooms, all the work in the weight room. And then out there on the field, the focus will be more 7-on-7 than team. You'll see a couple 7-on-7 periods the next 3 days to just, again, play, get some really meaningful snaps for all of these players, but won't lose sight of the individual periods that are so important when we're talking about fundamentals and techniques. And then, like I mentioned, a couple 7-on-7 periods along with special teams. So a lot of work to be done. And we're excited to get started with these young guys. With that, I'll take any questions.
What are the main things that you look for on a weekend like this, Kevin?
I think for the players, their goal here, regardless of whether you're a draft pick, a undrafted free agent, a rookie tryout, a veteran tryout, your goal is to learn our system and our systems when you include special teams, get to know your teammates, get to know your coaches, and then everything else will take care of itself, truly. This is really the first for the guys that are drafted and signed. This is their first experience in the building. They'll join the veterans on Monday in our phase 2. So really we're trying to catch them up to speed as much as we can over the course of 3 days.
Do you have any veteran trials?
We do. Yeah, we do. I don't have them off the top.
Okay.
Just clarification on Thompson and Terrell. Are they going to be out just all weekend?
They'll be out of drills all weekend, but they'll be participating in everything.
Okay. And Terrell's, is he here?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Good, Kevin. What is your philosophy in general on playing rookies? And do you have a problem starting a rookie, or do you prefer just kind of bring them along gradually?
I think in this day and age, we're counting on rookies to play in this league oftentimes. So there's no concern about putting a guy out there when they're ready. I think so much of this game is earning a role. If a rookie earns a role and week 1 he's ready to go, he'll be out there. I don't think you have the luxury of redshirting players, so to speak. So we'll take it on a case-by-case basis, but I've had a lot of experience with young players that when they're ready, they play.
So along those lines, Avion could be a starter.
Yeah, I'd say everybody, including Avion, has the opportunity to earn a starting role. I think there's so many roles that are played in this game, and it's our job as coaches to give our guys a chance to go earn those roles.
We saw Branch's role at Georgia and what he can do. Obviously, it was very good. That's why you got him. As you go through this offseason, do you try to see what else he can do, see if he can expand that role?
I think all of our players. I mean, Zachariah is no different. We want to see what they're capable of. We're going to throw some things at them and use them in different positions, and whether that's special teams, offense, defense. Let's see where the versatility may lie on our team. So Zachariah is no different. Yeah, we're excited because we know what he's capable of, but also you can push and see what other things they're capable of doing, and that can come over the course of time. It may not be just this weekend.
For a guy like him, his size, you kind of get pigeonholed into that kind of slot receiver. Mm-hmm. What are the challenges for a guy like him to play more outside?
I think he certainly has inside-outside flex. I think he's, that word versatility comes to mind with somebody that can line up all over, including the backfield, including in motion, those type of things. So I don't think there's a limit to where he can line up on the field.
How long
Somebody typing fast
playbook, or how much of kind of the mental aspect for their preparation are you looking at over the course of this weekend?
Well, you're limited in terms of what you can get to them prior to this minicamp. So spent a lot of time this morning ramping them up. And what we don't want to do is give them so much where they can't go play fast. And the goal here is to give them a digestible amount of scheme so that they don't have to think too much. Again, this is all new. They're figuring out where the weight room is. They're figuring out how to get out to the field. So I'm empathetic of that and understand that these are young players that want to put their best foot forward. It's not going to be perfect, but what we're not going to do from a coach's perspective is inundate them with all this information, and then we don't get a true sense of their talent, who the player is.
Why should fans be excited about the guys here this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get a chance to see them come the fall, and certainly when they come out here and visit us at training camp. I think you're going to see a bunch of young men that are eager to work. I think just knowing our guys that we have already on this roster, you bring them into an environment where work and putting our head down and keeping the main thing is what we do around here. And
I just want to have fun, turn around, turn around. I just want to have fun, turn around, turn around.
You guys brought in a bunch of wide receivers, DFAs. What have you seen from those guys? What are you looking for those guys? And
I've seen a walkthrough so far.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good group. Just being out there and being in meetings with Coach Prince and watching these players. I think that's the exciting part. Again, see what guys are capable of. You have all this tape that you watch of the players, and you may do some interviews, but now you get on the field and you see how they retain knowledge. You see what they can handle. And then ultimately you're full speed in individual drills, you're full speed in these 7-on-7s, and in competitive periods, you get to see what these guys are capable of. So I'm watching these mini camps. It's fun live watching them for me and taking it all in. And then it's also fun going back and watching the tape because it's hard to watch every position on any given play. But I'm as eager as anybody to watch these guys compete.
Jack Strand, another one. I mean, what did you see from him on tape, just from coming from Division II?
Sure.
Seeing that jump.
Jack was a guy that we did a lot of work on, watched a lot of tape on him, spent time with him as part of the process, brought him in for a visit. Very intelligent young man, great size for the position. But it's a transition like it is for any player, whether I don't care what division you're coming from, it's a transition. So he's got the right attitude, excited to work with him. Good. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Thanks, Kevin.
Well, he went on too long, man. But I appreciate y'all for coming, man. Hit that like button. Hype the video up. Not this video because it's a live stream, but all the other videos. But like I said, man, I appreciate y'all for coming. Just hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about that Dirty Bird Savages. Now, ain't too much. Kevin said right there, man. He just went over the practice schedule and said they ain't gonna throw a lot at him. I wish he would have said that last year. I don't think he really said too much like that last year up there in Cleveland, but it's a whole different thing, you know what I'm saying? A whole different story. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited to see how these rookies gonna be on this field today. I don't know if Avion, well, I guess he there. If y'all don't know, Avion Terrell and AJ Terrell aunt got killed in a accident like yesterday or the day before yesterday. It was a crazy thing. I seen the video, man. Like, folk, I don't understand. Like, she was sitting, waiting outside the Kroger right there at the front, waiting on her mom to come out of Kroger, and somebody sped through the light and then sped through the parking lot and just ran right into her car on the side, man. That was nasty. Like, they looking at the car, how it was smashed and all that, man. But hey, keep y'all pray for them, man, because they just got drafted and had a family moment, a positive family moment. Then they get hit with a loss that soon, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna be honest, man. Everybody gotta go. You just don't know when and you just don't know where. Like my dad used to say, you on your best day, you sick enough to die. So you just gotta live life, man. You just gotta live life because you never know. Keep God first and keep striving and moving forward because you just never know, man. But love on your loved ones while you still here. And if you got some strife or don't get along with somebody, put that mess aside, man. Especially your family, put that mess aside. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. But like I said, man, right here, Avion Terrell, right here, number 12. I got Branch right there in the middle. Then I got Daniels right here on the thumbnail, as y'all can see. But I want to tell you, man, my favorite one that I'm ready to see is Harold Perkins, man. I thought the Cleveland Browns were going to pick him up, but I'm glad the Falcons got him too. So I probably even like him more on the Falcons with this defense they got going on, the way that defense was playing towards the end of the year last year. I'm like, okay, this defense about to carry the team if they don't figure out their quarterback situation. And, you know, it's still a toss-up with Tua and Penix. But I told y'all in my last video, I'm leaning more towards Tua just because he's the healthier quarterback right now. And the way Matt Ryan was talking the other day about he don't know where Michael Penix is going to be at, exactly where he's going to be at. So it seemed like they ain't got no confidence in Michael Penix getting ready to be the week 1 starter, let alone start training camp. Because I told y'all, like, he got to be ready for training camp where he need to get ready right now. So during training camp, they can actually make the decision. But if the Falcons going into training camp, if they going into training camp, if the Falcons going into training camp trying to still figure out who QB1, then we in trouble. We in trouble because that don't work, man. That do not work at all. Trying to figure out who the quarterback going in to training camp. They need to go ahead and make that decision like right now, because I'm telling you, it's going to be a debacle and just bad. just bad. All I can say, just bad. I don't know, man. Y'all quiet today. Thought y'all gonna be a little bit more talkative. Let's interact. Let's mingle. Let's have a dialogue. But hey, shout out to the ones that was into the giveaway, man. Y'all sent me y'all pictures right here. I forgot who sent who, but y'all see it right here, man. Hey, I think the coolest Dre right here. Shout out to him. Got a t-shirt. If y'all went on the live, I gave away the jersey first. Then I felt so good and happy that I gave away 2 t-shirts after we gave away the jersey, man. He won that. And then Caden, I don't know if he on here. He won this t-shirt right here. Got the t-shirt right there. And then Mr. Curtis won the jersey, the Bijan Robinson jersey right there, man. I told y'all I was going to give it away for the ones that went in there, man. Y'all missed the treat. Just go back and watch the replay, because some of y'all probably won the jersey but went in there, so I couldn't give it to you. Because like I told you, when I do the giveaways, you got to be in the live stream so you can send me your address and all that so I can ship it straight to you, man, because I don't touch none of this stuff. I just pay for it. And then all I ask is y'all let me know when y'all get it, when it's at your door and when y'all get it, because I can see where it's at, if it get delivered or not. Because if it don't get delivered, then I got to go through the steps to try to get my money back or get y'all the product. So that's why I leave it all on me and I just pay for it. But yeah, so we're going to end up doing it again, man. I don't know if I'm going to do it at the beginning of the season or during the season or exactly when I hit 10,000 subscribers, because I'm trying to push this channel to 10,000 subscribers, man. The faster we get to 10,000, the faster we can do another giveaway. But like I said, I might end up just getting a little happy and giving another one away. But this is crazy. I never knew this. It's Kevin Stefanski's birthday. First day of rookie minicamp is his birthday. I did not know that, man. I really don't care, but yeah. Then Michael Penix, bro. Got married over the weekend, if y'all didn't know. I'm telling you, congratulations, big dog. You got to get you on the field now, man. Then it was his birthday. It's his birthday, too. Wow. Wow. Did not know that. Is Kevin going to sabotage his birthday twin? Is Kevin going to sabotage his birthday twin? I can't do the Jets. Get her to give away Jamel. I ain't no Jet fan. I don't cover the Jets. But yeah, man, we about to look at this right there. I want to see. I'm trying to see. or whatever they got. But these some of the undrafted free agents that's gonna be out there today. We're gonna see what they looking like. Hey, we still got 4 minutes. All right. There it is right there, man. Which one do y'all think gonna be a diamond in the rough for the Atlanta Falcons, man? Because I'm telling you, I think they really could find one of them out of there in their undrafted free agency to add to this roster. Mainly, I still want to add to the receiver room, man. I still want to add to the receiver room. And the offensive line, because you can't never have too many of them. You can't never have too many offensive linemen, receivers, D linemen, same way. But yeah, man, I'm still excited. But this right here, man, I like this right here. Bijan Robinson, top 10 players in the NFC South. Bijan Robinson right there, and Chris Lindstrom and Drake London at number 5 right there, man. The Falcons got 3 players in the top 5. This is one of the reasons why I say the Falcons should win the division, man, and go to the playoffs, no matter who the quarterback is. As long as they can get decent quarterback play, because I told y'all that before. I said, even before they even signed to and knew the status of Michael Penix, if the offense can get decent quarterback play, the Falcons will be all right, because you got too many weapons over there, man. My last video, I said it. I just was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, man, you got Bijan, the best running back in the league, in the backfield. Then you got Drake London, one of the top-tier receivers over there, even though I got my little question marks about him in certain areas. But y'all say he good, so I'm going to run with it. And then you got Kyle Pitts coming back. They did not trade Kyle Pitts like we thought they was, or what was being communicated through the media, because we all know the media be lying these days. But I'm excited to see what they're going to do, adding Branch and Dotson. But I'm more excited for Branch out there in this offense, because I think he is a perfect fit for Kevin Stefanski offense and what he want to do for as the dink and dunk, quick screens, end arounds, all that type stuff. And then if you do want to go shotgun the little amount of time that he do and go empty or something, man, you got Bijan and Branch out there. Then you got Kyle Pitts and Drake London out there, and whoever the other receiver going to be, probably Dotson out there. That's going to be hard to cover, man, because you got 2 players that's a mismatch. Because I think, like I told you, I think Branch going to be an extension of the run game for this Atlanta Falcons offense, just because of the screens and the end arounds that he can run and help Bijan Robinson out, opening up them lanes. Maybe Kevin Stefanski letting Tommy Reese draw the plays and change the playbook now. I think that would be the best thing for his career if he wanted to still be a head coach in the NFL. Don't let him call the plays, and let Tommy Reese draw that thing up and see what he can do and call his own plays, not Kevin Stefanski plays. Because I'm telling you, y'all got to go watch the all 22. I ain't just talking about watching the highlight films and reels of Baker Mayfield and Joe Flacco and Jameis Winston and Dylan Gabriel. I just don't watch them now. You go watch the all 22 and tell me, do you understand what's going on and how that offensive line went blocking up there in Cleveland and had the worst receiving corps. So that's why I say, Kevin Stefanski, you better win in your first year, or the fans, me, gonna be saying, why did we get rid of Raheem Morris, man? If they won 4 games straight in December, we could have kept that momentum rolling going into this year. But I understand why they did it. I ain't saying they should have kept more, because I understand why they did it. But if Kevin don't step in right now and start winning from day one, I'm going to put a big question mark up there. And I do not want to hear no excuses, because y'all up here hype this man up with these 2 coaches of the year awards, talking about he that man, he the guy, he going to lead us and all that type stuff. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So if the Falcons losing, I'm blaming him. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Y'all leave a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think. But here it is right here, man. Harold Perkins. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right here. These helmets, seeing them like this and actually on the player, like, they go hard, bro. I thought the Falcons did a disservice by doing what they did with the helmet, but actually seeing it on the players now, like, that thing go hard. I can't even lie to you, man. That thing go hard. Let's play the video right here. Yeah, there's like they said it's like a low gloss. They said it was low gloss black because of the reflection of the lights in the stadium. So they didn't want to put it gloss black. So they put it like a low gloss black. And then so it won't reflect as much. But the logo is shining. I think that's a little different.
All right. We upgrading you, bro. We upgrading you. All right. We upgrading you, bro.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, because this is what it look like right here. Hold on, I'm looking at it again.
All right. We upgrading you, bro. We upgrading you.
Yeah, it's a little different from that black right there. A little different from what they just got rid of. And the logo smaller on this helmet that we looking at. I'm about to show y'all in a minute. I'm just going flicking back and forth.
We upgrading you, bro. We upgrading you.
But yeah, the logo way smaller. The black a little different. They got rid of the chrome face mask and got the silver, straight silver face mask.
We upgrading you, bro.
And I think the logo is shinier. There it is right there. That's what they used to have. That's what they used to have right there. Flat black. They said a low gloss. That's what they said on the video when they were introduced to jerseys. So I'm just repeating what they said. It could be a matte, flat black. It could be anything. They said low gloss. But that's how it looked when they first changed them and got rid of them, got them horrendous jerseys just then. What we just got rid of. But yeah, man, I'm still excited, man. I just ready for this season to get started and get popping, man. There it is right there. Branch right there signing his contract to officially become an Atlanta Falcon. And there you go right there, man. I'm telling you, this dude here, I ain't gonna say he gonna be a rookie of the year or nothing, but he's sure enough about to make an impact. He's sure enough about to make an impact day one right away, man. Should at least. Hey, man, I tell you, I like the music the Falcon use. I really do like the music they using for real. And there go Daniels right here. Now, he intriguing to me. Just because he's 6'4", 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", playing that. He was playing safety, then they moved him to linebacker just this past season. And so I might just have to show y'all the video where the Falcons with scouts and them was talking about these players, how he still got the safety skills, but was growing in size. Went from like, I think they said 180 to 240. Like there's a lot of, there's a lot of muscle, man. They keep getting added to their frame. But he's long, so it's spread out. So it's like, man. But we definitely got to see what they do today. I don't know if the Falcons got people reporting like out there. I don't know if they got the media out there. More than likely, I don't think they do. Just because Kevin Stefanski already had the press conference or whatever. But I would like to see what they doing today.
The Allstate. Drive safe? Congrats. You save. Drive less? More savings. Multiple vehicles? Savings.
This Daniel right here.
If it's important to you, it's
Get
important to
ahead,
us. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Film, you couldn't help but notice him. Doing other schools in the Big 12, when he was at Oklahoma State. You see this 6'4", 6'5", 220-pound safety at the time, playing deep coverage. Really an exciting player at the time.
Season, we already knew the athletic profile was something that was really intriguing. School and learning more and more about the kid, we learned that he's a great kid, great teammate. He's about what we're about. So all those things checked. He checked all those boxes, which made us feel really confident that he'll be an early contributor.
So a kid that was 190 at one point, now he's 240 playing linebacker, really with the same, range, athleticism, skill set. Kind of he kept all that and just put on the weight. Body just kind of grew into it. And then it's fun that you see him at Oklahoma now playing a hybrid mix between linebacker and college. I would think he can do similar things for us in the league.
Seeing the fact that Brick has had this success with doing that, taking safeties and moving the linebacker, and then specifically with Kendall, having already had a year under his belt playing linebacker, he's going to play him out in space. We have a definitive idea of what we're going to use him as in our defense, which helps marry the scouting and the coaching world. So
right now, man, hopefully I don't get copyrighted. But it looked like they want him to step in day one. That's what it sounded like. Like he said, they could help us right now. Because that being a linebacker, he linebacker size. That's what they look for in a linebacker, that size. But he can run and he got them cover skills because he plays safety. That just make him, I ain't gonna say unstoppable, but he could actually, if he get taught how to blitz and actually read like he's supposed to, I ain't saying he don't, but if he learn how to do it and master it, bro, he another breed of linebacker, bro. Another breed of linebacker. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted, bro. I hope I don't.
Harold Perkins, freshman year Arkansas game, kind of like announced himself to the country. Really showed what he could do early on as a true freshman at LSU, playing QB spy, blitzing off the edge, blitzing from the second level. Really kind of showed he's a premier athlete in the SEC. So that's kind of the first time it really caught our eye. Like, okay, this guy's going to be a player for sure. Just speed, explosiveness, burst, natural rush ability off the edge. He did that in high school as well. So he's got, when you turn on tape, whether it's his special teams film from earlier in his career, his rush tape, his will linebacker tape, the traits just kind of pop off and get you really excited.
when you watch the tape this year, you can see that explosive burst and that closing speed. It showed back up again this year where he's running down guys in space, where he's getting out in the flat to get his hands on balls and coverage. So you're able to see the dynamic athlete finally come back out again this year that he didn't really have last year.
Our scouts did a good job kind of keeping him on the radar, understanding what he was, what's in him. And we know another guy who's drafted later than he probably thought, who we believe will outplay his draft position, who we believe obviously added some fire to the kid. So the kid's going to show up ready to rock and roll.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I'm telling you, man. They're the only two on the show. I don't trust it. Because I might have to edit this video after I'm not done getting off. And you had to clip all that out. Hopefully I don't. But it is what it is, man. But where I'm about to go to next. Where I had it at. These guys right here. Hold on. I took my share screen off. I want to see these two hit the field again, man. I want to see these two hit the field right here. Probably the best safety duo in the league right now. Everybody thought they were going to trade Jesse Bates and all that. I hope they re-sign him, man. They need to go ahead and get that done deal. Now, I don't know how much money he's going to ask for, but Ian Cunningham need to get that deal done, man. I know he got to re-sign a lot of players. They got to work out their Kyle Pitts contract. And then they got to get ready to pay Bijan. Then they got to pay Drake London. Somebody ain't going to get paid, man. But I hope it's Jesse Bates that still get paid. With Kyle Pitts, Bijan, well, we know he getting paid. And Drake, we know he getting paid. So I think the toss-up is it'll be Tua Jesse Bates and Kyle Pitts, like one of them players ain't gonna get as much or they thought if they stay on the team, or one of them players ain't gonna get nothing at all, and they're gonna end up leaving in free agency, and then another one might end up getting traded during the season. I'm just saying, if they ain't playing up the part, them the three scenarios I could see. Not Tua ain't getting traded. Jesse Bates, he could be getting traded, and Kyle Pitts. Them the only two that could potentially get traded because on the contracts they own. That's the only reason why. It's just because the contract they own and the negotiation probably won't be going nowhere, and they might be asking for too much money what the Ian Cunningham and the Falcons willing to pay. That's the only reason why I'm saying that it ain't got nothing to do with them producing on the field, because we already know Jesse Bates, what he going to do. But Kyle Pitts still a question mark. But at the same time, I don't want them to trade that, man. Let him develop some more, because in this Kevin Stefanski offense, man, I really do think Kyle Pitts can eat and get close or over 1,000 yards receiving. I know everybody's saying Drake London going to do it, get over 1,000, but Kevin Stefanski really ain't had no 1,000+ yard receiver on his team as a head coach in this offense, unless Tommy Reese putting his own wrinkle into it. That's why I'm telling you. I don't know. Since Tommy Reese calling the plays and not Kevin, wet leverage or leash. That's the word. Wet leash. How long the leash do Tommy Reese got the change the play calling, throw in a little of his own stuff, and change this offense up? That's what I need to see, even though we ain't had no footage of them out there in that little voluntary minicamp that they was doing. But I seen like one or two clips. But for the ones they're saying why you don't like Drake London, I'm about to show y'all why. That's the reason why. I know we had got in a little debate going back and forth that Drake London wasn't that good to me to deserve that $130 million contract, $35 million, $32 million, $35 million a year. I don't think Drake London done earned that yet. And that's one of the clips why. I'm used to Julio. I'm used to Roddy White, receivers. They got a little grit in them. They to go get their ball and snatch it up out of there. I ain't saying Drake London can't do it, but I ain't really seen it on a consistent basis. I need it consistently. And then hitting that 1,000-yard mark, even though, like I just told y'all, man, I don't think he's going to hit 1,000 this year in this Kevin Stefanski offense. The only way I see him hitting 1,000 if they throwing the ball downfield more than they normally do in this Kevin offense. But having Tua at quarterback, not a big arm quarterback, it's going to be hard to justify throwing the ball downfield to that big receiver, man, Drake London. So right now I'm going to under on 1,000, maybe 800, but I'll push it to 9. I'll push it to 9. Anything less than 89 is going to be trouble. I'm telling you, Q. I'm telling you. Kevin Stefanski got to win 9 to 10 games, man. It's going to take 9 to 10 games to win this division. That's all. I know that ain't a lot. It ain't going to take that. As you see, everybody went 89 this year, tied for first place. Carolina, Tampa Bay, and the Falcons. And Carolina ended up coming out on top, and they lost to Tampa in the last game just because the Falcons won. It's crazy mess like that in this division that make this one of the weakest divisions in the NFL right now. At one time, it was one of the strongest, because at one point, every team in the NFC South had went to the Super Bowl recently. Like, it was spread out a little bit, but it wasn't too big of a gap. The way all these teams that went to the Super Bowl, Saints won one, Carolina went with Cam Newton, the Falcons went with Matt Ryan, Tampa Bay went with Tom Brady. It, like, in a 10-year span, all that happened. 10 to 11-year span, whatever. But now, they're probably one of the laughing stock conferences in the NFL. Now, I don't know. I ain't checked to see whatever other, like AFC or another NFC conference, but I for sure know this conference with an 89 record, and you making it to the playoffs, below 500, and you making it to the playoffs, Your division weak, man. That's why I say Kevin got to win this thing his first year, or it's gonna be a failure. Everybody gonna start looking at it and talk about him. Did we make the right move? I already know the Falcons didn't. I think he's just a bridge coach, getting ready for whoever next. Because hopefully this offense does not put up 17 points a game. Hopefully they score more points than 17 because they got the arsenal and weapons to do it. The quarterback just got to give them the ball. The quarterback just got to give them the ball, man. And I think that's the hard part. When you get the playmaker the ball, Bijan, Brant, Drake, Kyle, you get them the ball, it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy, man. Let's see what they talking about right here real quick.
And look at baseball. Whether you're loving the Mets stinking, whether you're loving the Yankees being really good but being made good, that's really
talking about baseball right now.
So I guess they must have got my pronunciations later in the process.
They probably already done talked about the Falcons, but I don't know where it's at on that. But this right here, that's where I wanted to go. And next,
I actually have James Pierce Jr. there. And the reason is he's gonna miss 4 to 6 games at some point. But you need now, the pressure for you is to come in and show me why I kept you. Show me why you put the organization through a lot of crap for your personal behavior and I kept you. You better come back out, and I don't expect 10.5 sacks missing, I don't know how many what percentage of the season that would be, but I would guess maybe a quarter of the season. But you got to come in and you got to be a model citizen. You can't miss meetings. You can't have fights in practice. You can't be ripping guys' helmets off in training camp and then swinging it and then not looking at the coach and telling him to blank off when he tries to grab it from you. You've got to be perfect with your attitude and how you act. And then you still got to go out on the field.
Yeah.
And not have a huge drop off. And in fact, you need to be on par with what you did last year based on the amount of games you played.
I don't think James Pierce did that, dude. He didn't take his helmet off and swing it and do all that. See, that type. If he did, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think he did it. So that type stuff I'm talking about from this media. The Falcons a little less hard than the Cleveland media with the lies and stuff. But if that ain't true, man, I wouldn't even put that in the atmosphere. I wouldn't even say none of that. I wouldn't even put that on that player, man. He dealing. The situation is bad enough, and he dealing with some mental issues, mental problems. Because mental health a real thing, man, and he definitely need to get some help. But it don't excuse what he did. It does not excuse what he did. He's still gonna get the punishment, even if it ain't jail time. I think he's gonna get the max. 6 games or whatever the end of it's probably 6 games max. That's what I'm thinking, but it could be more. I ain't gonna lie to you. It could be more. But I think he got off a little easy. James Pierce did. But it's a big win for the Falcons for they get their first round pick that had 10.5 sacks and run up the defensive rookie of the year back. Even though he got some work to do mentally, to get back on the field physically, to help this team, but they didn't lose him completely. Now, I had seen a lot of comment people talking about they need to get rid of him now. They need to not bring him back, all that. I don't know, bro. I can't tell you. I really thought he was going to be gone because he got in trouble. Just because he got in trouble. So we all seen what happened to Michael Vick. We all seen what happened to Michael Vick. Now look at this one right here. We gave him 1 more year. I think so. Look, I'm gonna tell you like that, Q. I think the Falcons should have gave Raheem 1 more year based on how he finished the season. And they look like a playoff team, a dominant playoff team in some of these games. But then sometimes you be like, who is this? what is this team on the field? Who they don't like my dad used to say, they done forgot how to play football. And I can see that from here. He say the city we live in, but I ain't telling y'all all that. But he said, I can see that from here. The Atlanta Falcons, Braves, and Hawks, he always said they ain't nothing but training camps. Like players come here, they play, they get good, they leave, they go win a Super Bowl, World Series, championship somewhere else. But based on who they hired, Kevin Stefanski, I think they should have gave Raheem Moore 1 more year. I think they pulled the trigger a little too quick. They could have got rid of Terry Fontenot. They could have got rid of him because some of them, even though this past draft class wasn't that bad, but far as the play, like the production they got out of the draft picks, man, it's a big question mark. But like if Kevin don't win 9 to 10 games, you remember Money Man said it right here first.
Win-loss. I know they haven't put the schedule out there yet as far as when you play everybody. 5 wins, it's not going to be easy. There's a reason we didn't take the over on 7.5.
Yeah.
When we were up at Harris Cherokee.
Yeah, we're looking at 7 last year. Are you as good or better than that this year? I don't think so.
Well, I think you'll be surprised. That's all I'm going to say. You had a coaching staff and a group of guys that were not all in last year.
Hey, Lindsay.
It was a mess.
Hey, guys. How you
We have
doing?
Better leadership.
Sure.
Better
offensive system.
It's my fault.
You literally had 19 penalties in a game. You got swept by Carolina. You also beat the Rams and
Buffalo.
And you lost to the Jets. So
my fear is
you had walkthrough Wednesdays. You had Fridays where Mark Schlereth was at the facility watching Scrabini's practice because the starters were on the sideline. So
in shorts,
just based off of discipline, dedication, attention to detail, and a new coaching staff, I should have bet the over. 8 wins you should not have less than 8.
We don't know who our quarterback is.
My fear is we're going to see both quarterbacks, which means something went wrong. It means that one guy didn't beat out the other guy, and eventually the other guy gets in.
Okay, now you're making stuff up.
I don't. Why am I making it up? They both have
you don't know what's going to happen.
History of injury for both of these guys. Neither one of these guys has a clean bill of health, and you're going to tell me now all of a sudden they're going to make it all the way through 17 games?
That's another thing. 17 games, you're going to win 5. You know how miserable that's going to be?
I mean,
that's almost impossible.
You won 7 because you won 4 in a row at the end when it didn't matter.
We won 8. We won 8 and 9.
So, but my point, you went on a streak at the end.
Whatever.
Which didn't matter.
You cleaned it up, but it was still not that good.
See, Brian Finneran actually played. This guy, I don't think he played, but it does matter because now you can take that momentum and that fire that you had into the offseason and start building on it. It does matter. Them last 4 games, even though they didn't count for as the Falcons make it to the playoffs, but it matters because you could have built off that momentum and seen and watched that film and say, oh, we did this good. We learned from this. Okay, we switched this up. We need to keep doing this because this worked. Oh, that didn't work. That's how it does help. But no, man, it ain't going to be because a quarterback played bad. Because I'm just going to be honest with y'all, man. It's Tua's job until Tua get hurt or get concussed again. Then he just need to retire if he get concussed again, man, because that ain't nothing to play with your brain and stuff. That's a deadly injury, man. But I don't see Michael Penix getting in unless Tua has an injury. That's just my opinion based on what I know about the head coach. That's the only reason. It ain't because I think Tua better than Michael Penix or Michael Penix ain't good as Tua. But we ain't really seen Penix play a full like a good enough sample size to say yay or nay on him. But the injury history is what gonna hurt Penix more than Tua because Tua ain't had the same type injuries as Michael Penix done had, because Michael Penix injuries can hinder your mobility to the point to where it affect everything else you do for playing the quarterback position, especially getting under center the way Kevin Stefanski like to play. Your throwing mechanics, because you got to set your feet, drive the ball. You might not get as much power. You know what I'm saying? They get affected more than Tua injuries would, in my opinion. Y'all can disagree if you want to. I ain't got no problem with it. But I'm just saying, it's Tua job to lose, man. Like I told y'all in my video, I think Tua came here because he knew he wasn't going to be in no quarterback competition. No matter what they saying, there's a competition. I think Tua know that when he came here to sign to Atlanta, Michael Penix hurt. They ain't going to bring in another quarterback that can go compete for the QB1. So I'm good. I'm good. I don't make my $54 million. I'm going to play 1 year. If I play good, I'm going to tell the Falcons $100 million. If I don't, then I just walk. Even though I get 50, either way, I get $54 million. That's crazy.
Are the Falcons better today as a team, roster-wise? You can get into the coaching staff if you want. You can get into the front office if you want, however you want to take it. Is the Falcons organization better off today than they were a year ago?
Organization, 100% yes, in my opinion. I think the coaching staff is better. I think the roster is debatable and I think that the difference is, I think that we've seen in some previous seasons, even going back to like 2023 season, that the top end of the roster maybe had more talent. They had more money to spend at that point in time. But I don't think that any of those teams really had the adequate depth that they needed in order to truly be a successful team. And so when I look at this Falcons team and what they did in free agency, obviously a huge part of it was trying to, I think, kind of just get the books in order, kind of get a clean slate for them to do some bigger deals going forward. But they also just added a lot of depth with some of these NFL vets who, I think it makes sense for a lot of these guys to have signed with the Falcons on these short-term deals so that they can go out and prove themselves and get a bigger deal, whether it's with the Falcons or somebody else after that. But I think in doing so, the team has, financially done well. And then they've added that depth. And sometimes that depth is actually what can carry you through, those hard months in October and November, when I feel like year in, year out, guys, these last 3 years, we've seen the Falcons really lose bad games at that point in the season when injuries start to kind of add up on them. And so hopefully the way they built this roster can maybe potentially avoid some of that.
You still got to get production out of them backup players, though. Like, you just can't say, "Can we got depth? We gonna be good in that time period where we be losing because we got injuries." The player that step in still gotta produce. He can't just be a body sitting out there. But man, I'm telling you, it's a lot with this team. It's a lot with this team, as y'all know. Man, I done been a Falcon fan all my life. I done went, had season tickets, seen Mike Vick running through that Georgia Dome. I done watched the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl, with Tim Dwight running out there, Chris Chandler, Jamal Anderson, Patrick Kearney, Keith Brooklyn, Jesse Tucker. I got a signed poster of Jesse Tucker, man. Personalized straight to me. So, yeah, I've been a Falcon fan a long time. I done seen the ups and downs, but I was still in that stadium jumping up and down. I'm telling you, it was a Jay Strand was a guy we did a lot of work on, watched a lot of tape on, spent time with him, brought him in for a visit. Boy, it's gonna be that was the quarterback right there. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. He said it right here, Kevin Stefanski. Jack Strand was a guy we did a lot of work on, watched a lot of tape on, spent time with him, brought him in for a visit. They're one of the undrafted free agent, rookie free agents. They got their quarterback Moorhead that was on that tape we looked at earlier. If y'all didn't watch it, just watch the replay. But I asked which diamond in the rough do y'all see? So if Jack Strand is somebody Kevin Stefanski like, he might end up being on the practice squad for sure. if not the 53-man roster. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You might make it if Kevin Stefanski talking about him like that. So he don't praise no player like that. Not publicly. Not publicly. Saying that means Kevin Stefanski really like him. The OC Zach Robin went mediocre, did new style better, score more points than he count. What you say, money man? I'm telling you, man. If they start averaging 17 points a game, is you gonna say Zach Robinson was mediocre? Is you gonna say he was mediocre then? Because that's the range Kevin Stefanski offense average, 17 points. But he got way more weapons over here. Even in his heyday of going to the playoffs, winning 2 Coach of the Year awards that don't matter, he got way more weapons right now. Nick Chubb or Bijan Robinson? I'll wait. You gonna take Bijan. I don't care Nick Chubb was a Bulldog, went to Georgia. You gonna take Bijan Robinson. You gonna take Drake London or OBJ? Odell Beckham Jr. I can argue. I might take OBJ, but I'm just saying. I'm being a little biased because I don't really like Drake London like that. But you can say Drake London. Then your number 2 receiver is you going to take, even though we ain't seen Branch play, but Branch or Jarvis Landry. Then you can go and say Kyle Pitts, David Njoku. Like you can stack it up like that if you want to, player for player. But Bijan, he outweigh a lot of that stuff because he can make you right when you're wrong just because of his skill set, man. That dude amazing. Bijan is amazing, bro. That's why I would like Kevin. Just hand the ball off, bro. Just hand the ball off. Where I want to go next. Like I got one more thing on here. What I had. I think that was it. I wish the Falcons had a better media team, man. Like some of this stuff, they don't post enough for me. For the information. You don't know a lot what's going on, or you can't see it for yourself. You just gotta rely on what they writing and what the head coach saying. And I don't trust the head coach, so that's why I said I want to see it with my own 2 eyes when they talking about it, so I can make my own opinion and own discernment and the evaluation of it. But shout out to the
shooters who clutch in the case. The 100 rock coming, so get out the way. And wait till my savage just clean out the.
I'm trying to mute that. Gee. Did they get New Jersey? Or they I like them jerseys, man. I like them. I'm trying to go to a game. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Just cause Angel Reese here. Just cause Angel Reese in Atlanta. I'm trying to go to a game. I'm trying to go to a game. Just because. But
Kyle Pitts. Yeah, you know, 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 Kyle Pitts. Yeah, you know.
Braun said it, man. Kyle Pitts. What the Falcons gonna do with him, man? What the Falcons gonna do? I say re-sign him, but I know they probably ain't gonna rush into that. But they are not trying to rush into that, and they trying to take their time to see what they find a trade partner, or we gonna sign them to a decent deal, not a max. But yeah, man, I think they're gonna do it. Like I said, I with the Falcon media team would post a little more, like real time type stuff. But I know we're gonna hear about it. What happened out there on the field. I don't know if they're gonna do another press conference or not, but I ain't gonna be live. I ain't gonna stay live and get back on to see. But I don't know if the Falcons gonna go back live. Let me check that one time though before we get off. Cause the one thing they do is schedule they live, but the YouTube channel need a little bit more work. Twitter, X need a little bit more work. Just get the information out there, but I know Kevin Stefanski loving this non-media attention. Oh, this is what I want to show y'all right here. I forgot about this. Let's talk about this before we get out real quick. This right here, man. What's going on with Mike Vrabel, the New England Patriots head coach out there. I was reading this. They was like, the reporter lady that worked for ESPN at the time, Dana, whatever her last name is, that Mike Vrabel was messing around with when he was the head coach out there in Tennessee. She had reported that the Falcons had received an offer of a future first-round pick for wide receiver Julio Jones while simultaneously calling the Vrabel lead Tennessee Titans a long shot to land him. So basically, she was lying. And per Mike of Pro Football Talk Broadcasting, that the Falcons had a first-round offer on the table, likely discouraged other teams from making competitive offers, while the long shot label gave the Titans cover to quietly pursue Jones. The Falcons ultimately traded Jones to Tennessee for a 2022 second-round pick and 23 fourth-round pick, far less than a first-round pick. Now, if that's that type of stuff I'm talking about, if that's true, and coming from the guy Mike, it could be. I ain't saying it is, but it could be. That's dirty, dog. Because now you got, even though Julio ain't do too much of nothing out there, but you got a player of his caliber on a steal. Because if the Falcons really did have a first round pick on the table, I'm pretty sure they would have took that. It would have been no questions asked. But how the media do, man. So Avion Terrell is out there. Okay. I might have to follow this guy. Joe Patrick. I'm trying to find Atlanta Falcons reporter. I guess he talking about Michael Penix right on that post. But Avion Terrell is at Firebrand with the team despite that the tragedy that occurred in his family yesterday. He won't practice, and neither will Thompson due to minor injuries, but they're participating in other activities like lift team, position meetings, etc. Oh, he ain't practicing. Okay. He just lifted. But see, stuff like this, you see what I'm saying? This the type of stuff I'm talking about. Now, I don't know if they got media access. TJ, what's going on? I don't know if they got media access, the Atlanta media, but give me something like this so I can see it for myself. I want to see it for myself, man. But yeah, let me go ahead and get all this thing, man. I'm going live later on my other channel, Money Man. I'm going to talk about the Browns rookie minicamp, what they did, because I know it might be some clips of that. I don't know if the Falcons going to put out some, but if the Falcons do, then I go live again another day and talk about it. But it's 3 days, man. Rookie minicamp from the 8th to the 10th. This is the first day. They should be out there on the field right now, going over these plays and learning from Kevin Stefanski and whoever else, Jeff Albrecht and all them coaches out there. They should be out there right now, and we're going to see, man. Like I said, I'm excited. and I'm ready for this season to start just to see what the Falcons gonna do. But there's a lot of if and buts. But a lot of them questions gonna get answered. That's why I said when the season starts, because it's coming. But I appreciate y'all for coming, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about the Dirty Bird Savages, man. Don't forget, one last thing, your boy is graduating. I'm graduating at the end of July. I'm getting my dual master degrees. I'm getting a health administration and business administration degree at the end of July. I walk across that stage. If you feel like you want to donate to the cause to help me get out there, Savage AL21 Cash App down there at the bottom, or you can super chat right here on the channel, man. I would greatly appreciate it, but you ain't got to do it if you don't want to. I'm just asking for donations for the ones that want to be a blessing. That's all. And I'm just letting y'all know, because I shared on my other community with my other folk on my other page. I tell them all the time that I appreciate them. So I'm telling y'all right now, for the folk that's coming in, the Atlanta Falcons, I appreciate y'all too, man, because I wouldn't be on this grind without y'all. If y'all went in here viewing me, commenting, and let me give back to y'all as the jerseys. I said right here, for the one that missed it, they already done got them. They're one of the t-shirts right there. Here go the jersey, the Bijan Robinson jersey, and then another t-shirt. If you missed it, like I said, go watch that live stream where I gave it away. Some of y'all probably won, but missed it because you weren't in there. And I'm going to say it one more time. You got to be in the live stream to win, because I give it away live right there. I send the address. I mean, you send me your address and I order it straight from the company, Fanatics, or straight from the Atlanta Falcons team store, and it get to your front door. So that's why I say you gotta be in the live. And it ain't just because I want you in there. I like to do it right there in real time. That's all. And that's how I gave away all them Shador jerseys. But I appreciate you, Q. Yeah. Been a long 2.5 years in school, man. Finally coming to an end. I'm gonna walk across that stage with two dual degrees. But like I said, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what time it is.
Yeah, don't you back down. No, no. Don't you back down. No, no. They tried to tell me I would never make it. No way. Tried to bring me down, said I couldn't take it. But I heard a voice deep inside my soul saying, stand up strong, don't you lose control. Come on. When the night gets cold and the fear comes near, I feel that fire saying I am here. Step by step, I'm walking right. Got that holy love on my side tonight. All right. Don't back down. Don't you do it. Stand your ground. Stand now. Let your light shine. Right now. Don't back down. No, no. Turn it loud. Turn it up. We gon' ride. Right now. Don't back down. Don't you do it. Stand your ground. Stand now. Let your light shine. Right now. Don't back down. No, no. Turn it loud. Turn it up. We gon' ride. Right now. They can't stop what the Lord put in me. No, no. Got that truth set free. No, I finally see. I see. Every star got a reason why. Now I'm lifted up. I'm testifying high. From the shadows to the light I go. Got that rhythm in my soul that glows. No more running, I'm claiming mine. Got that heaven in my life. Don't you do it. Stand your ground. Stand now. Let your light shine. Right now. Don't back down. No, no. Hear that sound. Hear it. We gon' they push you down, get up. When you feel alone, you're not. You got power